we don't have mega budgets or celebrity endorsements, what actually works when it comes to standing out on social media?
That's a great question. So I think it is a big mistake for small and medium-sized skincare and beauty brands to try and beat the big mega corporates at their own game. I think it would just, take us out of business if we tried to get endorsements from famous people. So we have to focus instead on building trust and loyalty in our customer base. An enormous proportion of our sales, month after month after month, come from people who have bought from us before and has bought from us many, many times before. So we really need to focus on growing organically and gently that cadre of people and growing that trusting, loyal customer base and that followership. To do that, we need to be very authentic. We don't need to lie. We don't need to try and pull the wool over people's eyes. We don't want to make unsubstantiated claims. And it's all about personal connection and trust for us to keep the customer loyalty, to keep the loyal cadre of customers coming back to buy from us products they trust, products they know, time after time, and they will then tell their friends. And yes, it may take longer to build that way, but that's the way I think that small and medium sized brands need to work.
Interesting. So why do you think trust has become such a powerful currency in the beauty industry, especially right now?
Yeah, I think customers are becoming more and more aware of how the wool can be pulled over their eyes. They're becoming more and more aware that there are an awful lot of products out there that are, majorly created with water, a very cheap ingredient, majorly created perhaps with palm oil, a cheap ingredient. And yet they have many claims as to their effectiveness, which perhaps is not 100% backed up by scientific research or evidence. So customers are becoming more aware. There's a term greenwashing, which customers again are becoming aware of, where people pretend to be green, or companies, corporates, to pretend to be green, and in fact they're giving lip service to it. They're giving lip service to sustainable supply chains. They're giving lip service to things like animal testing. It is possible to commission other people to do your animal testing for you and to then say you don't do animal testing. We would never do that, but that is something that happens in the industry. So I think trust is so important. Sometimes large brands can put a foot wrong. I mean, we've all heard, many times about controversies where large brands have put a foot wrong in the past and have had to settle enormous claims as a result. A small or medium brand cannot afford to do that. We have to make sure that all the claims we make are backed up by scientific research, and myself and other people on the team always look for scientific evidence, scientific papers backing up anything, backing up every choice of every ingredient that we make.
Great. A lot of customers can feel overwhelmed by skincare claims. How do you cut through all of that without confusing or misleading people?
Yeah, I think keeping things simple is so important. Not using very long sciencey sounding words when talking about ingredients or products. Not trying to couch terms and made up terms as though they were valid scientific claims or concepts. So it's important to stay simple, to stay with a manageable list of ingredients that people can understand. Ingredients have to be written on packaging in Latin. It's an international standard. But we do always seek to list out the ingredients on our website in English language as well, so that people can really understand what they're getting. Manageable lists of ingredients and simplicity is important in communicating with your customers.
The brand feels very human and very personal. How intentional has that been?
Yeah, that absolutely has been our ethos from the start. You know, the only way we can compete in this highly competitive marketplace is by being personal, authentic, having a personal connection to our customers, building our customers' trust. You know, we reply to every email. We answer the telephone, we speak to customers. All of the people on our team have a good knowledge of what our products do and, importantly, what they don't do, and how they're made, why we've made ingredient choices. It was all about that personal connection. I mean, one of the things we do is we run regular workshops. So we run regular workshops where we actually meet our customers and they come in and spend time with us. Some of them spend a whole day. And many of those people become our product testers and are people who, you know, stay in touch. And we regularly see them come back onto social media and say hello and connect with us. It's so important to build that personal connection, to be visible, and not to sort of be a large corporate sort of morass, a corporate entity. It's important that people see the people behind the brand.
Definitely. So if you stripped away social media metrics completely, what would success look like for you?
Yeah, that's good. So success, I think, when you're running a medium-sized company, comes in many, many ways. So I think success comes from the relationship you have with your customers and the reputation you have with those customers. That reputation spreads also, you know, not necessarily through social media, but it also spreads out to the environment through communications and you know, reputation. So those things are important. But also internally, it is really important to me that we have a good team. And that we have a cohesive team, we have a team of people, you know, everybody has to go to work to earn a living. It is important that they come to work and they're not having a terrible time day after day after day. So that too is important. And you know, and I mean, for me, it's pretty important that I'm happy, you know, that I'm happy at work and my family are happy at work, because quite a lot of the family work here too. So yeah, it comes in many dimensions: customer dimension, a sort of internal dimension, and then an external perception dimension.
Perfect. Thank you very much.